You guys know the deal. We'll get started in just a minute. I gotta grab some soft sleeves anyway. Just about out over here. How's it going, Mike? Chris? Excuse me. Let's hope we have a just as good of a case as we did with round one. Well, you know, if you look at round one, I mean, honestly, the draft went pretty deep, so I don't think you'll be completely disappointed. I mean, it seems like Christopher Plummer autographs are pretty plentiful in this, but I know because I had to do a pick for somebody, and that was down in lower than 31 in our first round. Okay, tonight got ourselves another case of Star Trek Inflections. Some more blowout cards, goodies. And for those of you that missed out or can't get enough of this, round 3 just popped up. Boy, I cannot cut in a straight line to save my life. My kindergarten teacher would be so mad at me. Anyway, round 3 just popped up, you know, a little bit ago. Now, you know, for this, I have only seen, I've seen a ton of box breaks, a couple of case breaks, but are the dual autographs, do they seem that they're pretty much one per case? Okay, there they are. Now, you know what? Real quick before we start, I just want to pull up the checklist. Not like you really need it for this, honestly. But I am curious. Because with the duels, so we had the Shatner Brooks, then there's the Con, there's the Takei, and is it Whitney? Honors. Okay, so they're the only 3 duels. That's what I was just going to check and make sure on. Okay, let's get started. Bring this down and in. All right. But now I've seen a couple of the Takei one. I think I think I've seen 2 of the Shatners. I'm trying to think, have I only seen the one dual con? I'm trying to think now. I remember seeing one on eBay. I think we got a relic here right off the bat. This feels... Oh, maybe this is our... Oh, okay. Oh, wow, this one's a lot thicker than the others. Linda Park. Autograph relic. I mean, I know we had pulled the Carl Urban and Nana Visitor in the first case. And the Urban is one of the Beyond designs. White parallel. There's our 3 base. And we got a sticker. Yeah, I think hers is... I have not seen a lot of hers. Alright, so we got Ethan Phillips. This is in costume, we'll call it. And our printing plate here, Dr. Phlox, card 95. This is a cyan plate, but it looks like a black plate. That is how dark it is. There's a holofoil. There's the villain die cut for Chang. And Ralph Brannon. I wonder how many duplicates we'll get of the lower guys. I mean, you figure you're pulling 60 autographs, so it is a lot. White, Villain, Wayun, and Jerry Ryan. I really like the bridge autographs. I like the design. Sticker, holofoil, Laura Banks, so we had duplicates of her and Brannon in the first case. There's one of these expressions of heroism metal cards. I was shocked. I was watching some sets end on eBay. The set of the heroism, that went for a lot. I don't know. I mean, I like the metal cards, but I'm not a fan of the design. Mark Allen Shepard. I'm going to try and keep these separated by the type of autograph from the the classic, the bridge, and so on. Gonna make it easier for the recap at the end. Now, the one thing that did kind of surprise me when I was looking at the checklist, and that's what I wanted to see, and I don't think I missed it, but for the where are they? The portrait cards. So there's 49 of them. And then you can get the original. So that's roughly 1 in every 7 cases. 350 cases of this. Here's our first stamp. 97 to 125. Number 1, Shatner. Brent Spiner. Oops. You know, I turned off autofocus, and now I gotta get it just right. This feels like a metal card. And it's Captain Kirk, so that's number 1. And Sirach Lofton. And here's one of the portraits. Got Yar. And Tamara Lee Krinsky. Like I said earlier on in the thread, and for all of you that are just joining in, by the way, round 3 of the breaks has just gone up a little bit ago, but I feel like at the price, which I'm honestly shocked that they haven't raised the price yet. I can't say that enough. But villains for Admiral Marcus. At this price, I feel like we should just keep going until they either raise the price or we can't fill a break anymore. Michael Snyder. Oh, I didn't. Because, like you said, Vinny, the draft goes pretty deep. A lot of good stuff to get. Here's our first sketch. We got Armin Shimmerman. I gotta go turn the ringer off on my phone. Well, oh yeah, there it is. And say he's. So they stamped the back of the sketch card after the artist signed it, so it's throwing me off a little bit. But this is an incredible sketch. Charles Hall. So the Women of Star Trek is the sketch card it came from. And I'm terrible with names, but I know that's the lady from the original motion picture. Turn that off. Okay, ringer's off. Even if you told me, I wouldn't know. There's a sticker. You know, it's funny. I haven't seen the original motion picture in, oh my god, I couldn't even tell you the last time I saw it. Kate Mulgrew. Alright, I think that's all the autograph designs we have. This is box 5 for those keeping count. The new, you mean there was 2 or 3 new break people. And here's one of the phaser cut. And I say this every time, I love the phaser cuts. They are like I say, they came straight out of Pacific from the 90s. Gates McFadden. Hey, you know what else, Vinny? I was just thinking when you were talking about the first break, but also the multi-piece relic. I don't know if they're 1 per case also. Metal portrait. There's Quark. And Tim Russ. What did we have? The 7-piece? The Deep Space Nine one? Got Sisko, Jake Sisko, for the heroism, and Mark Allen Shepard. So there's our first duplicate. I think the biggest plus from our first case actually was that we got 3 sketches, because I saw 2 other case breaks and they got more printing plates than sketches, and I would rather have the sketches and the printing plates personally. phaser cut for Bashir. And Anthony Montgomery as the bridge crew autograph. I need to get to like the 6th or 7th round and then I'll join in. So hopefully everybody has already gotten the inserts and base cards, and then I can swoop in and get my base set. Oh yeah, this guy. I mean, from Twin Peaks. Carol Struycken. I mean, I remember him from Next Generation. There's a Data Heroism card. And Walter Koenig. I was actually kind of surprised. He went pretty low, if I remember correctly, in the first draft. I mean, for where I thought he would have gone. Yeah, I don't know. Is that just me? That seems awful low for an original crew member. There's a Spock portrait. Nicholas Meyer. Let's see. Can't tell. This one feels... Is that what it is? Okay, it is a metal card. I wasn't sure. Didn't quite feel heavy enough. Mayweather Heroism. And Jonathan Frakes. You know, it would have been really cool if they were able to throw in like another Gene Roddenberry. I mean, I wonder if they even, you know, if there's one available somewhere. Even if it was just one, you know, to put in here. That would have been pretty cool. Oh yeah. Or Doohan. Oh my god, I couldn't think of his name for a second. Kang. Villain cut. And to go with Jonathan Frakes, here's Michael Dorn. Has there ever been a multi-signed original crew card? Any past release? That would be cool. You get the original crew on a single card. Here's our first dynamic duos. I don't know if they fixed the checklist yet. I didn't look at it. Tamara Lee Krinsky, number 2. But in our first one, we had 2 number 3s, and they were, you know, of 2 different cards. There's a metal card. Spock and our heroism card. And here's Christopher Plummer. So Vinny, so you're saying that that one will go much better than the classic design, since that's a younger picture. Eight boxes down. I think it's just the way I took the boxes out of the case. In the first break, we pulled most of the big ones right up front. Dynamic duos with Chakotay and Janeway. And here's our Gates McFadden number 2. I would love to pull a Cumberbatch. If I do, that's not, unless Vinny's going to move up in the draft, that's not going to make it to him. Seven of 9, heroism card. Beth Toussaint. Or Toussaint, I have no idea. Here's our phaser cut. Where did I put that going? Here of Uhura. Thomas Decker. Oh, that sketch is a no-brainer. Classic version. I'm gonna try, Mason. I think we got a printing plate. I feel another soft sleeve in that one. Ooh, this pack feels really thin. That's because I guess it was the sticker. Here's Brandon number 2. Or it could be another sketch. I definitely feel 2 soft sleeves in both of these packs. Here's a phaser cut. And Dr. Phlox, right? John Billingsley. Well, we had a decent amount of doubles in the last one. Alright, dynamic duo of Cisco. Who's he with? He's with Kira. So it was not a soft sleeve. But I can't talk right now. Autograph relic, Malcolm McDowell. I mean, we had duplicates of Shepard, Brannon, Banks. That's not. Jake Sisko, we had 2 of them. I'm just waiting for our relic, our booklet. Like you said, the big guys. Portrait of Rand. And Bridge, Colm Meaney. That is the one difficult thing to understand with something like this, is there's definitely a hodgepodge of things that they put in here. So you don't know what was just a holdback that they never used, what was something that they made special just for this release. You know, like obviously the sketches were all holdbacks. Well, maybe not all of them, but you know, like that Charles Hall. Nurse Chapel, Heroism, Julie Morgan. I know we had 2 of her in the first break. You know, the Christopher Plummer, obviously. I think they just kind of plan ahead, and they make a bunch of different designs. And when they get the person to sign, they have them sign everything. And you, what do you call it? All right, this was an interesting box. So we got our base, we got a parallel. Danny Heyman, Grubby Muncie. I don't know how well this is going to show up. It's like a graphite, you know, it's like a pencil sketch, but it's all silvery. So, oh yeah, it came up pretty good. What's the word, Sebastian? Alright, so who has the #1 pick? You think you might be taking that? Alright, so now that's a straight full bleed. Now, if we pull the dual con on top of that, there's T'Pol and the heroism. Robert Picardo. Oh, nice sketch. Sketch number 3. So let's start with Michael Snyder, number 2. And I don't have a clue who the signature is on. Oh, it's Frank Kadar. Is the Borg Queen, right? So we did get 3 sketches again. Like I said, I'd rather have sketches than plates. And Madred villain. And Kate Mulgrew, number 2. Forgot about that design. Alright, where's our relic and where's our booklet? I mean, we still have 8 boxes to go, so plenty of boxes. But I would think that, yes, there will still be one more. I think there'll be one more big single autograph. Feels like 2 metal cards. Oh, we got a damaged base card. It's actually kind of funny looking. They, I don't know how the gloss is put on here, but there's a big fisheye in it on this one base card. So whoever, I'm going to put that one off to the side. When I make the set, if that's one of our duplicates, then, you know, they, set number 2 is going to get that one. Marina Sirtis. Well, like I said, at least it's just a base card. Jonathan Frakes number 2. I think we got both of those in the last case. That is one nice thing, if you think about it, is the better signatures, Captain Picard and Heroism. But in both cases now, we've gotten more than one Mulgrew, more than one Frakes, more than one McFadden. It's a nice problem to have. Got a Q, the portraits, and Momo Yashima. I'm kind of surprised we're this far in and we didn't get a Wallace Shawn yet. I wonder when Rittenhouse is going to start showing some information on Game of Thrones Season 8. Phaser cut. Nichelle Nichols. Her signature's still pretty good, you know, for her age. I'm gonna guess this is a sticker. This pack feels really light. Man, it doesn't want to open. David Warner. And here's a Shatner Nimoy Dynamic Duos. And see, again, Christopher Plummer number 2. I mean, that's not a terrible thing to have. I see we're up to, they're 20 points each. So that wrapper spot is 1,200 points. So, Chris, that makes, yeah, you see, that gives you that much better of a chance. There's 11 people watching right now, and I've been commenting with somebody who's asking about how the breaks work. I don't remember their name. You know, they commented on one of the videos from, you know, recently. If they're watching right now, if they could post that they're watching, because it might be easier to explain, you know, to answer their questions while we're opening up these packs. All right, put that in there. Got a portrait of Esri Dax. And Ethan Phillips number 2, just like last time. One as Neelix, one as not. Maybe no. Yep, metal. Wasn't 100% sure. Neelix, speaking of Ethan Phillips. And duplicate, Robert Picardo. So I guess I would rather have a duplicate of him than a duplicate of Jake Sisko, right? Stamp number 5. 5 of 125. Captain Archer. And now, since I was just asking for him, there he is, Wallace Shawn. Well, you know, it would be, just to do the stupid joke, it would be inconceivable to not have a Wallace Shawn. Okay, 5 more boxes to get that. Well, again, the multi-relic, our booklet, and 1 more big autograph. Now, has anybody seen a case that didn't have the multi-relic in it? Here's a portrait of Scotty. And bridge of Brent Spiner. And a McCoy Heroism. And our second Momo. I don't have it within arm's reach, but I do not believe it was numbered. It's over on my table. Oh, was it? Okay. Shows you how I don't remember anything anymore. Got a dynamic duo, Archer and T'Pol. And Colm Meaney number 2. Four boxes, getting down to the nitty gritty here. Guess that just means these last 4 will be loaded, right? Phaser cut. George Takei, Bridge Crew. Alright, now let me ask you this. What do you guys, I mean, I haven't checked, but what does something like that go for? Sticker. Andrew Robinson. And I don't think we, no, we do not have, we had 2 of him in the last break. The only reason I'm asking is because, you know, he was a voice actor in one of the Star Wars, and I mean his card was, it was nothing. Captain Janeway, Heroism. Thomas Decker, number 2. All right, 3 boxes to go. Now I'll tell you the one thing that does kind of stink about this. I'm not saying we're not going to get one, but I don't think. Yeah, the multi-relic cards, well, even sketch cards, printing plate cards, nothing is nothing has odds listed, so there's no guarantee that you'll actually get one. I don't think so. This just feels like a metal card. Dynamic Duos. Who is this? Number 1. Whoops. And Captain Pike. Nana Visitor autograph relic. Oh, we got a 3rd one of these. That one actually, that worries me, getting that, I'll be honest with you. Quark, Heroism card. Branscombe, Richmond. Wow, we got Cumberbatch. We're not going to get Zoe, too. Sticker. Grace Lee Whitney. The final 2. We might have something here. The 1 pack looks thick. That one. I'm going to save that one for last. Oh, we got another printing plate. Oh, and another design. What's this one? Who is this? Oh, here, this is actually a good one. It's a Voyager design. Jason Alexander. Card 22. This is a magenta printing plate of Riker. Our second Branscombe Richmond. And Kess. for the heroism card. Okay, it is the multi-relic. Alright, so let's, hold on here, start with Dominic Keating. Huh, and he signed in silver. Should I make you wait? Just because I'm just bad like that. There it is. It's the multi-relic. So you know it can only be one of 3 cards. I really just want to see if the booklet's in here. It would be a bummer if we didn't get the booklet, but I don't see a pack that looks thick enough to be a booklet. Unless one of them is thinner than others. Because that one that we got, the Cisco and Shatner one, that one was thick. Michael Dorn. Oh, I thought there were 3. The Captain's Relic, Deep Space Nine. Oh yeah, no, you're right, just the 2. Sharon Thomas. I tell you, when I see that signature, I swear I thought that said Sharon Stone the first time I looked at it. So there is no booklet. That really stinks. Captain Archer. And Alexander Siddig. And he goes there. Well, at least 144 of 200. At least we got the captains. So we'll end on that at least. Okay. Case 1 was better than case 2. Even, you know, I mean, there's definitely good stuff in here. I'm not saying there isn't. So we got 3 sketches. The Charles Hall by far being the best sketch. Frank Kadar and what was this other guy? Danny Heyman were the 3. We got, I think this is where things got mixed up for us. We got 3 autographed relics. And I think I agree with whoever had said it earlier. This Linda Park is super thick compared to the other ones. So I wonder if they thought that was where our duel should have been. Nana Visitor, Malcolm McDowell, and Linda Park is our 3 autographed relics. We got 2 printing plates, Riker and Dr. Phlox. Now I kept all the autographs separated by their designs to make it easier. We did get the multi-captains card. The standard kind of full bleed Benedict Cumberbatch, so that's our main #1 autograph, I believe. And then Alexander Siddig and Jason Alexander in the Voyager design. The Star Trek 6 design, we got 2 Christopher Plumbers. The DS9, I don't think we had anybody big in here. Mark Allen Shepard ×2. Carol Stroiken, Wallace Shawn, Andrew Robinson. Next Generation, we had Brent Spiner, Michael Dorn, Beth Toussaint, and Jonathan Frakes, so that was a good stack. In the Silver Signatures, we got Cole Meany and Kate Mulgrew. And we got another Kate Mulgrew. I think this is like it says Legends of Star Trek. This was like the Captain's, reminded me of the Captain's one. Our classic, this is where all our duplicates are in the lesser one. Sharon Thomas. We got 2 of this Branscombe Richmond guy. We got 2 Thomas Decker, 2 Momo Yashimas. Let me just find the duplicates. Tamara Lee Kinsky, or was it Krinsky? We got 2 of her. Krinsky. Ralph Brannon, we got 2 of him. So I guess this is where they had their most most autographs left over. Michael Snyder, we had 2 of him. I think that was it for the duplicates in here. Ethan Phillips, not as Neelix. David Warner, Julie Morgan, Nicholas Meyer, Walter Koenig, Gates McFadden, and Laura Banks. I'll tell you in 1 second. I didn't flip any of them over. Linda Park is not numbered on the back and not numbered on the front. Oh, you know what though? Malcolm McDowell is numbered. 99 of 150. Hand numbered. Nope, no numbering on that one. All right, last we got our Bridge Crew autographs. Michael Dorn, Dominic Keating, Grace Lee Whitney, George Takei, Brent Spiner. We got 2 Robert Picardos, Nichelle Nichols, Marina Sirtis. There's the other Picardo. Cole Meany, John Billingsley, Gates McFadden, Walter Koenig, Jonathan Frakes, Anthony Montgomery, Tim Russ, Armin Shimmerman, Sirach Lofton, Jerry Ryan, and Ethan Phillips as Neelix. Alright, so like I said, it was still good. It was still fun. Just not as good as the first break we had. We'll just have to see if we can turn our luck around on the third case. But definitely a lot of good stuff. I will get to the scans tomorrow sometime. Because anybody who doesn't have anything else to do on a Friday night, whoever said that they were, old and married, that's like me. I've got our Walking Dead Facebook break that I'm going to go do in a few minutes. So, stick around if you're bored and watch that. See if we can get ourselves an Andrew Lincoln. So, let's see, the third break for this just went up a couple hours ago. If you like soccer, I keep trying to fill soccer breaks. I can't seem to fill many of them besides the World Cup breaks. But Obsidian, it's a higher end set. It comes out the end of January. Looks really nice. So that break just went up as well. And if there's anything else you want to see me break, I know we're trying to figure out another Game of Thrones break. A few people are asking about that Valerian steel, but I don't know, I think it's too expensive, but that's just me. But anyway, if you want to have anything broken or want me to try and run a break on something, message me on here on YouTube, message me on Blowout. Join the Facebook group, iFish73 Non-Sport Group Breaks. And that's about it. So I'm going to stop this so I can save the video, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes, all right? And